Hey beautiful people, it's your girl Frankie here, and today I'm going to talk about LPN or RN. Let's talk about it. Okay. So I get a lot of questions at work, at school, well, when we were in school for the semester. I got a lot of questions in regards to from just other nursing students, not in the RN program, but the ones that were thinking about doing the RN program, or people I've run across that didn't know which one to choose, LPN to do first or just go straight for your RN. So I'm here to help you guys kind of decide what's best for you. So starting off, I am not an expert at this, so definitely do what's best for you, but let's get into it. Okay, so I decided to do LPN first. Now, depending on your situation, depending on your home life, depending on if you have children, depending on if you have the support system, it just kind of varies depending on your money resources or your job status. That all can help play a part in which one to do first. So I decided to do LPN first just because I wanted to be already working as a nurse, making money while in RN school. That makes sense. So I wanted to already be making some big bucks, because previously I was working, I wasn't making that much money, and I just was tired of being in that situation. And the program I went through was 15-month program. So I'm like, okay, well, 15 months out of my life, I'm just gonna grind and hustle so I can go ahead and start making some nice money, to where when I do decide to bridge over to RN, that I will be making some money. Like, I wouldn't be a broke college student. And I think a lot of people kind of struggle with that, because I know a lot of people that's in the LPN program, RN program, and they're struggling. You know what I'm saying? Like, they have to work full time, they have to do all of this stuff, in order just to make ends meet, just to get their RN. And that's like a 2-year program. So I just did LPN. So while I'm in school, I can do PRN as a nurse. Like, I literally don't have to, or I can do weekend options. Like, I just have options when I'm going through RN school. So it all kind of just depends on that. So if you are, like, for example, if you stay at home with your parents and you don't have really no bills to pay, you don't have a lot of responsibility besides just maybe you pay your cell phone bill or something like that, but they take care of all like the home stuff, and you don't have that much stuff going on, then you probably can just go straight through the RN program and be fine. But for the ones that have children, that have a mortgage, that's home, got bills to pay, and like grown-up adult stuff, then you may want to just take that into consideration if you want to do LPN or RN. There are LPN programs that are only 12 months. So check out your city and your state to see where those programs may be, because I know we have a couple out here where I live, but I went to a community college for mine, and that was a 15-month program. And I feel like it was very helpful, and I did learn a lot. But there are programs that do but there is programs that are 12 months. So look into that if you are deciding if you want to do LPN first and then just a bridge over to RN, because then you'll have about 3 semesters to complete once you get done with that, or whatever prereqs you need, depending on your school and city and state and all that stuff. It's always all that other stuff in there. You know what I'm saying? So I can't just really speak from my point of view technically, because I'm in the state of Missouri. So if you're in California, then your programs and stuff may be different as far as cost and things like that. So another thing, look at the cost of each program. So I recommend that you go to a community college for your RN. If you are going to get an RN, it's okay if you want to go to a 4-year college or whatever, but I just feel like there's so much money. Like, they want so much money for them classes, when you can cut that in half and go to a community college and save some coins. So, and their education is literally just as good or better than a 4-year college. Do you get what I'm saying? So I suggest going to a community college getting your associates. And then if you want to go to a 4-year college and get your bachelor's, you won't have that many classes to do, and you could do bachelor's online. That's the good thing about the nursing program. Really, the hands-on you're going to be is during the associates program, because after that, I believe it's just really just online stuff. You don't really have to do a lot of clinicals. You don't have to do all of that, like compared to getting your associates, and if you're deciding to do your LPN program. So that is kind of where I'm at with that. So just based off your situation, based off of your circumstances, look at the price of the schools and the program and see which one will be more beneficial, and kind of make an all-around judgment on which one is better for you. Like, actually sit down and think about it, write down the pros and cons of the LPN program and the RN program, and just see which one best fits your individual schedule and things like that. Because really, there is no straightforward answer. I mean, it's people that's going to say, oh, get your LPN and then bridge over and get your RN. And then there's some people like, girl, skip that LPN and just go straight to your RN. You know what I'm saying? So it really just kind of depends on your situation. I personally think you should do whatever's best for you, but doing an LPN program first will not hurt you. But the only thing I will say that I do not like, because I like to keep it honest with y'all, the one thing I do not like is NCLEX. You have to take it twice, and that sucks. So I have to take the NCLEX for LPN to get my license, but once I get done with RN, I have to take NCLEX again. So, oh yeah. Anyways, yeah, I saw a B, but I have to take NCLEX again to get my associates. Now, if you just go straight through the associates, then you just have to take your NCLEX for that. I don't believe you take your NCLEX for your bachelor's or anything like that. Once you have it for your associates, I think your title just changed to, BSN. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. I actually haven't even looked that up. I need to look that up. But that's the only thing that freaking sucks, is that I would have to do NCLEX again. And I don't want to take NCLEX again. NCLEX is stressful, y'all. Like, it's just all like a mind thing, to be honest. It's a mind thing. Like, you sitting there and you just don't know when the computer going to cut off on you, because it doesn't give you any feedback. It's like you just answering questions, and then eventually the computer would just literally shut off on you, and you would just be sitting there like just feeling all type of like I failed energy. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. I thought I failed. Went in a car, I'm like, oh my gosh, I failed. I failed. It might just cut off. It don't give you no warning. It don't, nothing. It just cuts off on you. And you could be at 85 questions that are cut off. You can make all the way to 200 some questions that are cut off. Like, you don't know when it's going to cut off, and it's like a mental mind thing. And then you have to wait like 2 days or so to get your results, to see if you pass. Or you can do the Pearson trick or whatever, which I did for LPN. I'm not gonna front, but you could do that to see if you passed. And it's just a stressful time. So do take that into consideration when you're trying to decide if you want to do LPN or RN, because you will have to do NCLEX twice. If you decide to do LPN first and then go to RN, you're definitely doing NCLEX twice. If you decide to just go straight through to the RN program, then you have to take it once and you'll be RN. You know what I'm saying? So it's really just up to you on what you want to do and what's going on in your home life, what's going on, as far as employment and things like that. If you are able to not work while in the nursing program, to me, that is the best, because you can actually focus and put all of your energy into the program. If you do have to work, that's the one thing that I'm saying. Like, if you decide to become an LPN, then when you do RN, you could just do PRN as, and you could work when you want to pick up days to work. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure other jobs may have that, but I know for sure in the nursing field, PRN is kind of a big thing. And, I can just pick and choose what days I want to work if I want to work. If you are a LPN, then bridging over should not be that difficult. So definitely look into the schools in your area. It should be fairly easy to bridge over. You may have to do maybe 1 or 2 classes that you didn't need for LPN, probably like chemistry and microbiology or something like that, and then you could just take those and then, you know what I'm saying, bridge over. But as far as LPN and RN, it's strictly up to you. I can't say that enough. It's strictly up to you on how you want to do things. Do things on your time. Don't let nobody tell you what order and how you should do something. You know what I'm saying? Like when it comes to making decisions as far as going back to school and things like that. If you're just hesitant to go back to school and you say, oh, I'm like, you know, I'm 30 years old, I feel like I'm too old to go back to school and the program is going to be 2 years, I won't get done until I'm 32. Well, think about it. Either way it go, you still going to be 32 in 2 years, so might as well go to school. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't let that hold you back, because time waits for no one. If nobody has figured that out yet, I'm here to tell you, time will wait for no one. So if you want to go to school, go to school. Get it done. Trust me. Because the more you wait or come up with excuses for why you can't do it, it just, the more you're going to just not be determined to do it. And then you'll look back on your life when you're older and like, oh, I could have been through school, I could have been done by now. You'll just have some regrets, and you don't want to live with regrets. So like I said, time waits for no one. If you feel like you're too old to go back to school, try doing the LPN program first, getting your feet wet, and you will be done with that in 12 to 15 months, depending on the program in your area. And then you can decide if you want to do RN, because I know people that did LPN and they don't want to do RN. They're okay and they're content with doing LPN, because LPN does pay some decent money, you know what I'm saying? So, and they're okay with doing LPN and they are not interested in doing RN. So it all depends on how you feel and if it will benefit you. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody wants to do RN, and that is okay. I don't know why people just assume because you're LPN you aspire to be an RN. That is just not the case. Some people just wanted to make some more money. They like nursing and they are content with doing LPN because they're making the money that they want to make and they're doing the job that they want to do. They don't feel the need to go back and do RN. So just keep that in mind if you run across an LPN student or LPN nurse. No, don't just assume that she want to go back to school to be a RN. Because I know people that's okay with just being an LPN, and nothing is wrong with being an LPN. You make some nice money being an LPN, honey. And especially if you find a job that you really like, this is like a wonderful combination. So that's pretty much it for this video today. I know it's just like, what? But you know, you guys know I like to come and just talk to you guys about things like this. I feel like a lot of nurses on YouTube don't really talk about the real deal. You know what I'm saying? It's just so sugar coated. Like, no, what's up? What's the real deal? Well, the real deal is do what's best for you. That's the real deal. But LPN is something you should look into if you are interested in trying to make some nice money and be able to kind of make your own schedule. Once you go to LPN school and you graduate as an LPN, you can do home health care, and that's a more relaxed environment. You have one patient, and that will give you the opportunity to study and do homework for your RN program. So if you're worried about, you know, how are you going to do the RN program because you're going to be working so much as a nurse, you don't necessarily have to do a nursing home when you're LPN, even though that's very common to do as a nursing home when you're LPN, but that's not something that you have to do. So there are other things you could do as a LPN, so definitely look into that. Maybe I'll get a video out of things, you know, different things or fields you can go into as an LPN. If you are LPN that bridged over to RN, would you have done it the way you've done it, or would you have just went straight for your RN? Put that down below, because I really want to know if you would have just went straight for your RN, knowing what you know now and already completing the LPN and bridging over to RN. Or would you have went on and did that the way that you did it now, do the LPN and then do RN? So put that down below, because I'm really interested into finding out what you think. But that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Please subscribe, comment, share, and give this video a big thumbs up. And like always, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.